We are at CloudFest USA 2025. I am with Robert Jacobi, the Chief Experience Officer at Blackwall. Robert, thanks for taking the time to chat.
Thanks so much, Christian. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, why don't we start with you explaining the problem that Blackwall is solving?
So thank you very much. And really, as the internet world keeps growing and growing, getting bigger and bigger, security is the key problem. And what we do at Blackwall is focus on the first level of sort of the security onion to prevent as many attacks as possible before threat actors have an opportunity to get closer to your web application, your SaaS, your hosting website, and whatnot.
How do you gauge success with that system? How do you know that you're effectively blocking those malicious bad actors from reaching the next layer?
So at Blackwall, really the first and foremost thing is we do a ton of traffic interrogation. So we know what you're requesting from a website, from a web application, API endpoint. So whether you're using a mobile app, it's still going onto the internet, reaching out to some kind of service that's online. So we're able to interrogate that traffic and report back to our partners as well as to our services, what's going on and what that looks like. So we provide a number of statistics around the types of, I'll specifically talk about malicious bots, what kind of automated attacks are occurring. And so we provide that kind of reporting back to our partners and as well as internally so we can keep amping up our services.
And how bullish is Blackwall on this method of security? For example, if you're looking at WordPress, would you say that someone should still use the WordFence plugin, have two-factor authentication, or do they not even need to worry with Blackwall?
Well, so you always need to worry. And even as sort of the first level of protection that Blackwall provides, we always advocate for multiple layers throughout your application. So, and we won't really dive into the technical aspects of it, but yes, you need protection at the DNS level. Let's stop 97%, 98, 99% of attacks right there. That way they're not taking advantage of your resources or getting close to your web application. At the application layer, and I'm just going to say for this personally, but having a service like WordFence, which does provide good security, but it also takes resources that you have to pay for as a customer and are being utilized by the hosting company. So you're better off making sure that you're using a combination of something like Blackwall, PatchStack, and Monarchs, where you're attacking 3 levels of the security layer. So at the DNS level, before they get through, for those really tricky folks that can actually get through, then you want to make sure that all your plugins are patched, because WordPress at its core is very secure, but third-party plugins for WordPress are the big point of failure. So you want something like PatchStack in the mix. And then if someone dives deeper, you really want to prevent the super user, the admin access at the PHP level and the database level with something like Monarchs.
Now, how does Blackwall work in combination with a web application firewall like Cloudflare or Bunny.net?
So Cloudflare and Bunny, yes, we hear these folks all the time. They're primarily known for their CDN services, their content delivery services. We are bot security first and foremost. So we started in 2019. We have hundreds of millions of end users. We've received multiple rounds of funding, and while those companies were like, we can just spit out tons of content at the edge, that's great. They're late to the game on the security side of the universe. So we can work in conjunction with a Cloudflare on the CDN side, but we definitely provide a better security layer when it comes to that on the DNS level.
How would I get started with Blackwall as an end user? Is it something just for enterprises? Can I go register with my website?
So I love that question. We don't focus on direct to consumer at the moment. We're primarily business to business. We work with enterprise companies as well as hosting companies. So what you want to ask as an end user, dear hosting company, are you using Blackwall to protect my site?
Gotcha. If I was a server manager, say I'm just an enthusiast, I have my own VPS or dedicated server, can I use Blackwall on it?
Yes, you can, but that's really not our go-to-market strategy. We do have that option at blackwall.com.
Gotcha. What is your number one piece of security advice for everyone watching?
Okay, so I have like probably at least 2 or 3 number one pieces of advice.
All right.
Number one, backup, test your backups. It's not security. It's just good practice. You should do it. Number two, in WordPress, turn off your RPC API access. It's on by default, and it is a giant surface attack vector for everything. Turn that off. There are plugins that'll do that. You don't have to be a geek to do that. Find out how to turn off your API access. Three, make sure the hosting provider you're working with take security as a critical part of day-to-day business, not as just like, oh, that'd be nice. So see what they're doing at the web application firewall level. So, the WAF side, the DNS side, like with Blackwall, and see what else they're doing internally.
Amazing. Well, Robert, thank you so much for taking the time to chat, and I hope to see you all at CloudFest USA 2026.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.